Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm back in my winter studio, which was too cold, so I had to move out. And now it's spring, so it's not as cold, so I'm moving back in. I have my cup of coffee, and this is a lovely mug that my son made for me, which is extremely cute and I actually really love. And the reason why I haven't been posting videos is because I've been in mourning. A member of my extended family passed away, and I'm okay, right? They've passed on, but it shook me a little bit. So I took a little time to think things through and reassess what I'm doing, right? Because in questions of life and death, it's always an opportunity to take a look at your life. So I did that. I took a look at my life, and I tried a period of time, about a month, of not doing anything, like not keeping busy. Because I'm a kind of person who does like to keep busy, even though I complain about it and I fret about deadlines and I fret about finishing things. I still do like to keep busy, and I usually have a knitting project, a painting project, a carving project, lino cut printing that I'm into right now. A memory project of going through old photo albums. I've had so many projects lately. So I tried not doing anything, and I did discover unease and expressed through boredom. And it was interesting and also kind of new for me to kind of realize that I don't really know how to rest. Maybe everybody else knows this about me. But resting is resting awake, not resting unconscious. Like everyone can sleep. I can sleep. But resting without having something to do, that's not so easy. I tend to need the reward of accomplishing things. So that's something new that I learned about myself, that I need a sense of accomplishment. And I need that sense of accomplishment to feel okay. So where can that sense of accomplishment come from except from doing things and creating things and then getting feedback, positive feedback, right? I mean, I'm not so much hooked on the positive feedback. It's not so much what other people think of me or what I've done. It's more the sense of like when I've created something beautiful and I know it's beautiful, I feel proud and I feel worthy. My sense of worth is tied up in my accomplishing things. And even in daily tasks that I don't have a choice about, right? Which is another complex that I have, like things that I don't have a choice about, and I'm just like, blah. I have to do them, and they're a given, no one's going to pat me on the back for it, and I'm not patting myself on the back for it. It's just, we must wash and clean and feed people in our day. This is our role. So I have to do it, because if I don't, the people who depend on me go hungry. But what I do is I build it up into a big thing in my head, that every meal has to be a gourmet meal that wows everybody, and I realized that last night when I was sitting at the table, and was it last night or the night before? very recently, my youngest said, "Your cooking is so good, it's become the standard." And I'm like, oh. So I didn't say anything out loud, but in my head, I was like, oh, I have now set the bar so high. That's not necessarily a good thing, is it? Because what about the days where I'm wiped out and I just want to throw frozen pizza in the oven? And what about the times where they are going to, have busy lives and not have time to spend an hour or hour and a half preparing ingredients and putting things together, and make themselves something that is what I'm making now because I have the time and I have the opportunity and I have the motivation, right? So it's, interesting things that I'm learning about myself. Now that it's spring, my mood is lifting. I had a little setback with the death in the family where my mood crashed and I was incapable of doing anything anyway, which is where that experiment came from. But now I'm ready to work in the garden and, clean it up a little bit. And I'm growing some sprouts and I'm growing a pot of chamomile and I'm growing some calendula flowers. And I'm getting my indoor plants ready to go outdoors. So I'm sort of exposing them to the sun a little bit. And I sunburned one of them already because I was pushing it too fast. But, I'm doing all of those gardening things that get me outdoors. And that's good because I'm getting fresh air. I'm getting exposed to the maple trees. I'm having allergies. I'm trying to deal with my allergies by being calm, because it's an overactive immune system, which is, basically because the stress dial was been on high for too long. So there's no need for me to be stressed out. I am disabled and living beautifully supported with my partner who has, loves me and has a very good job. So there's no need for all that stress. So I'm working on calming myself and calming myself physically so that my allergies don't get completely out of hand. So far, so good. All right, we're at the 7-minute mark, so that's my update. And for the last, I think it's about 6 weeks now that I haven't been posting anything online. And I have been doing lots of lino cut carving, and I've got some new materials, which means that I will be working on some more carving and more prints. And the next photo that I'm going to do, so I'm hoping you can see it well, is this one here of my family. My grandfather is the oldest child. All right, so that's the one I'm going to be doing next. And that is my great-grandfather André and my great-grandmother Yvonne. And the children are Bernard, the oldest, and then Yvette, who is next to him. And then one of them is Dédé, and one of them is Francis. And I don't know which is which. I think Francis is this little guy. All right. Anyway, he was a character. Every family has a character. That's ours. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And if you don't, I hope some beauty shines in there somewhere for you.